Fast food has become an inseparable part of modern life, especially in the Philippines where chains are cultural icons. The industry is massive, valued at over 500 billion annually, and according to the Philippine Statistics Authority, nearly 30% of households consume fast food at least once a week. The convenience is undeniable, cheap, quick, and accessible. But beneath the glossy advertisements and mouth-watering meals lies a reality that is slowly eroding both physical and mental health. Every fast food meal is often packed with hidden sugars, sodium, and trans fats. A single burger and fries combo can exceed 2,000 calories, which is more than the recommended daily intake for many Filipino adults. Considering that the average adult requires only 1,800 to 2,000 calories per day, one meal can already push the body into caloric overload. The meat in fast food burgers is often sourced from multiple suppliers, sometimes from cows raised in poor conditions, treated with antibiotics, and processed until the original nutrients are stripped away. Additives and preservatives extend shelf life but wreak havoc on the human body, contributing to long-term health complications. The physical consequences are alarming. Obesity rates in the Philippines have doubled in the past 2 decades, with 1 in 5 adults now classified as overweight or obese. Diabetes has also become a national crisis, affecting around 4 million Filipinos, many of whom developed the condition due to poor diet and excessive sugar intake. Cardiovascular disease remains the leading cause of death in the country, accounting for nearly 35% of all deaths annually. Even occasional consumption is risky. Studies show that eating fast food once a week can increase long-term risks of hypertension, insulin resistance, and metabolic syndrome. But the damage does not stop at the body. Fast food also affects mental health. Diets high in sugar and unhealthy fats are linked to anxiety, depression, and cognitive decline. Psychologically, this is explained by the dopamine reward pathway. Fast food is engineered to trigger the brain's pleasure centers, providing instant gratification. However, repeated exposure dulls sensitivity, leading to overeating, cravings, and emotional instability. This cycle mirrors addiction, where the pursuit of short-term pleasure undermines long-term well-being. From a spiritual perspective, the issue is even deeper. The Bible reminds us in 1 Corinthians 6:19-20 that our bodies are temples of the Holy Spirit. Feeding them with harmful substances dishonors that sacred responsibility. Choosing fast food repeatedly reflects not only a physical habit, but also a spiritual neglect of stewardship over one's health. The principle of self-control, emphasized in Galatians 5:22-23, applies here. Fast food appeals to immediate gratification, but discipline calls us to delay pleasure for long-term well-being. Gluttony, which is the overindulgence in unhealthy food, is considered a vice that weakens both body and spirit, distancing us from the fullness of life God intends. The good news is that change is possible. Psychology emphasizes the power of habit formation. Small, consistent changes lead to lasting results. Spiritually, renewal begins with intention and prayer, aligning choices with values of health and stewardship. Practical steps include mindful eating, pausing before meals to reflect on whether the food nourishes or harms, healthy swaps such as replacing soda with water, fries with boiled sweet potatoes, and burgers with grilled fish, and embracing home-cooked meals. Filipino culinary traditions offer nutritious and affordable options like pinakbet, mango soup, and sinigang, which not only provide nourishment but also connect us to cultural roots. Community support also plays a vital role. Families, schools, and churches can promote healthier eating habits together, creating environments where discipline and wellness are celebrated. Experts predict that by 2030, lifestyle-related diseases will account for over 70% of deaths in the Philippines if current eating patterns persist. Fast food is a personal choice and a public health issue that threatens the nation's future. Yet, the power to change lies within each individual. By embracing healthier habits, practicing self-control, and honoring the body as a divine gift, Filipinos can reclaim vitality, joy, and resilience. Fast food may seem harmless, but every bite carries consequences. It shortens life expectancy, weakens mental resilience, and distances us from spiritual responsibility. The next time you are tempted by the drive-thru, remember, your health is sacred, your mind deserves clarity, and your spirit thrives when you choose life-giving food. Choosing fresh fruits, vegetables, and home-cooked meals is a dietary decision, a psychological act of self-love, and a spiritual act of honoring God. In the end, the convenience of fast food pales in comparison to the priceless gift of a healthy, vibrant life.